Ever since it was first discovered in 2004, graphene has been hailed as one of the most important breakthroughs in materials since the plastics revolution more than a century ago. 1,000,000 times thinner than a human hair, but 200 times stronger than steel. The early predictions were that graphene would almost immediately enable the kinds of products and technologies that we're used to seeing in sci-fi movies. Cut to more than a decade and a half later, and that still hasn't happened. Not even close. With opinions split between people overhyping graphene or calling it a massive disappointment, it's time that we got to the truth of what's really happening with this so-called wonder material. I'm Matt Farrell. Welcome to Undecided. The hype around graphene is hardly surprising. A man-made substance with extraordinary properties. It's incredibly versatile and conductive, and is predicted to heavily disrupt industries ranging from consumer electronics to aerospace for a while now. But even though that progress hasn't been as fast as many would have hoped, researchers and product makers are now, at last, beginning to make some headway. Before we go on to what it can do, though, let's first take a look at what graphene actually is. To put it simply, it's fundamentally a single layer of graphite, the material used to make a pencil. But instead of having a three-dimensional crystalline structure like graphite, graphene is two-dimensional, meaning it's just one atom thick with the atoms arranged in a hexagonal lattice or honeycomb arrangement. It's a bit like chicken wire. This structure is important because it allows each carbon atom to be covalently bonded to three more around it, and the strength of these bonds is one of the main reasons why graphene is so strong and stable. Another reason is because the atoms delocalize electrons,